Alright, here's the room scan. The lamp for lighting there. Okay. And I'll get my note card here. Two things. I spilled water on it, and on Mac computers, when you use the camera, it goes backwards. So I'll just show you my pathetic note card, and then I'll read it to you, and you can see it's the same when I'm done. And there's the back side of it. It says, Wallet Brews. David Morrison did a study where he was able to correlate coffee and prostate cancer, and that coffee helps prevent it. And the second one says, Terry Rohini and 2 others discovered that green coffee can be used as a weight loss supplement. Sorry. I'm going to find a way to make sure this flips around the other way. Okay. Hi, I'm Chelsea, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to make a single serve cup of coffee. And so, to start us off, I'll kind of explain how it works here. And we have 3 pieces that are the main pieces. You have your scoop where you put your coffee, and it has a filter on the bottom. And then when you brew it on bold, you go ahead and have it come through the second filter down here. And then finally, the last one holds the water and filters it into your cup. So these go right here for you. And you just slide in. Okay, so the first step of making coffee is making sure that you have everything you want, including your favorite kind of coffee, and I'm going to be using mine. And I like Folgers just because it's cheap and everyone has it around their house. And I also use hazelnut because I like the taste of it. So, to start us off, I'm going to take a regular mug of coffee and I'm going to fill it to the brim. Okay, so I'm leaving a little room there because I use creamer. So there it is. You can kind of see it. And so I would take this mug of coffee, or this water, sorry, soon to be coffee. And in the back here we have a little area where we pour the water in and it's going to go through and that's what makes our coffee. So I would put it in the reservoir, but because I'm not going to brew it because it takes too long. So I'd take this and I'd dump it in here until all of my water was gone. And then I would put it underneath here. So I can close that. And next you have to put in your grounds. And so we have 2 different types for measuring here. We have the first outline up here is the silver, and that's what we're going to use because it's 1 mug of coffee. Otherwise, if you're doing a big mug of coffee, the 16 ounce, you can put it here and you get more taste and more flavor in your cup. So I'm going to do just to the silver brim since we're doing 1 mug. You kind of guess and shake it out. So there we go. You can no longer see the silver brim. And so I would place that here, and this just pops down. And so you have 2 options from here on your actual coffee maker. And you can do regular or bold. And regular is for when you're using cheaper coffee that you just want the water to run through. And bold is when you're using brand name coffees like Folgers or Starbucks. And that's because it'll drip through and you get a more bold taste. You get the more expensive taste of coffee. So I would go ahead and hit that because we would do bold. And then it would start to make noises, it would heat up. And then the water will run from the reservoir, come through the coffee, and slowly drip into my mug. And so when it drips in, it'll come out with the brownish coffee that we're all familiar with. And essentially it would be brewing right now. And so, some quick facts about coffee while it brews is David Morrison did a study about coffee, and that he decided, or he came to the conclusion that men who drink coffee are actually less likely to develop prostate cancer. And then Terry Rohini and 2 others did a study, and they discovered that green coffee, which isn't the kind that we're using, but green coffee can be used as a weight loss supplement. So it's not only really good for caffeine and energy in the morning, but it also serves as other uses in the world. And these are just a few. And so I would take this off, and it's really hot. because, we just brewed coffee. And then you have a next step, and some people like to drink it plain, but I don't like drinking coffee plain. I'm not big on the coffee taste personally. So then you have creamers, and there's two types that you can have. There's a powder creamer, and then there's a liquid creamer, and then those types vary. The kind that I like to use is a liquid creamer, and I use Coffee Mate, and it's French vanilla because I think it goes well with the hazelnut. And I also like using liquid creamer because it cools down my coffee for me in the morning. So you would take just a splash of that, and you would put it in your coffee, and then give it a minute, and it would stir around. And while that mixes up, you let it cool, and you have yourself a morning brew, which after the creamer and after brewing will come up to the edge here. There you are, and now you have morning coffee. Okay, the wet note cardigan is still wet. There's the back of it. While it brews, David Morrison did a study that he was able to correlate coffee and prostate cancer, and coffee helps prevent it. Terry Rohini and 2 others discovered that green coffee can be used as a weight loss supplement. One more time. Maybe I'll just take pictures and send them to you. And then the room scale. There we are. Thanks for watching.